I guess like even along that line too, like I would also ask you like, why is there a Koda in the collection that's named after Stonewall Jackson?
Yeah, that just kind of slipped through the freaking. I mean, I didn't write that, right? Like the company's gotten pretty big, right? Like.
I know, but dude, you're the head. Come on, you got to take accountability for that. And like, I don't understand with all the stuff that you guys are facing how that's slipping through. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, a sensitivity reader went through all the copywriting and didn't pick up on it. I think the reason why is because it was like a play on Jackson Hole, because that was like a geyser or like a sulfur coda, and so like that was like. I guess the copywriters thought there was like, oh, it's like a Jackson Hole. Obviously,
Yeah, but come on.
It references the Confederate dude or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like things.
But dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are creating this new world, and I want to be in this world. I do have another deed, and like I'm gonna be in there, and like I'm excited for it, and I want it to be a fun thing that I tell my friends about. But like, if I gotta be like, there's don't mind this thing, but there's essentially what is the metaverse equivalent of a Confederate statue in there, and I guess I just don't understand. Like, yeah, like stuff slips through and stuff like that. That's understandable, but like, it's been a long time, and you guys, it's a quick change to make. How come you guys haven't made that change?
I don't know. Again, I'm not the CEO of the Yuga Labs anymore, right? So I don't get to make every decision anymore. It's not like, I'm instrumental in every single decision that gets made. My recollection is we had a conversation about it, and we were like, it's not a small thing to change the provenance of something, or to alter the metadata of something. It's like it's not something we take lightly. I think as a company, but it's a fair point. I mean, like we could change it.
I just can't imagine that people are going to be upset. It's just text, like it's not you're not altering core assets. So I mean. To me, that was one thing that I was just like looking at.
To be honest with you, you make a compelling case, and I'll message Nicole right after this call and be like, I think we should change this thing.
Okay, honestly, that makes me really happy to hear. That's like one of the main motivators that did get me into writing about this stuff. Was I was just like, how are these guys not changing this? And so I guess if I could.
It's deeply frustrating as someone who like wasn't involved in the copywriting so much in this part of the process, right? It was like. It was like very, very like the final copy for everything. There's a lot of copy, obviously, right? Like there was a lot of variables to name, a lot of things, and so we put copywriters on it who were pretty brilliant people, but there's like this obviously, and then we literally had a sensitivity reader go through everything, and they missed this too, and so it was just like, okay, we missed it. This can be considered offensive. We should just change it. You're absolutely right, and I think we will.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that then.
Look, you feel strongly about it. Again, you're right though. You're right about the Stonewall Jackson or whatever it was called. That was, again, I didn't write it. It got slipped through the sensitivity readers. The person who wrote it didn't think it was offensive, but obviously some people are going to find it offensive.
It's offensive. It's offensive. It's wrong. It shouldn't be in there, and it should be changed.
I agree.
And when you speak on it, you need to make that clear to people. Like, you got to say to people, like, hey, it's wrong, we got this in it, we need to make sure this is right, because we want people to feel welcomed in this place.
Yeah, of course. And that's absolutely what we want. So,